Hi, my name is Kim Bashore Mackey. This is Melissa Height, and we're here at Shakti in the mountains with our third yoga video sequence. Let's begin by getting on our hands and knees in tabletop position. Make sure that the hands are directly under the shoulders and the knees are under the hips. As you inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and slide the shoulder blades down the back. The belly is getting close to the ground and your butt is lifting towards the sky. As you exhale, tuck the chin, curve the back, moving into cow pose. And notice how Mel is going to start synchronizing her breath with her movement, lifting on the inhale and lowering on the exhale. This is waking up our spine. So take your time and luxuriate in this cat-cow pose. One more time. Coming back to tabletop position for thread the needle. Let's begin with our right hand, and I'm going to show you a modification with Melissa. So take the right hand under the left arm, and as you lower the head and shoulder to the ground, you may want to put a blanket or a pillow here if your head and shoulder do not comfortably rest. This left arm is used as a support. If you feel like you're well balanced and you're not going to tumble over, lift the left arm straight up. The palm is facing the wall that you are looking at. There's also a twist, so you'll notice that she's turning the belly towards the sky as she opens up her chest. And exhale, lower the hand, come back into tabletop position. And now we'll show you the pose without the modification. So as you exhale, take the left arm under the right, lowering the head and chest to the ground. You can stay in this pose with the arm on the ground or lift the arm towards the sky. Another option is to wrap this arm around the small of your back, reaching for the other leg. This helps open the shoulder and lift the chest. Another opening of the spine. And exhale, lower the hand to the ground and come back into tabletop position. Now, reach the left foot behind you. Press the ball of the foot into the floor and begin to wake up the hamstring. As you inhale, lift the leg to vertical, horizontal. It'd be a neat trick if you could do vertical here. And then take the leg across the midline of the body, lowering the foot and looking over your opposite shoulder. Now for some of us, that may feel like an intense stretch, so you can keep the knee on the ground and simply look over the shoulder while at the same time shifting your hips to the right. And exhale, bring the leg back to horizontal and lower. And now the other side. Take the right leg behind you, press the ball of the foot into the ground, opening up the back of the leg. Lift the leg until it's horizontal. And the key thing here is to keep both hips parallel to the ground. Take the leg across the body and look over your shoulder, opening up the length of our body. Once again, the modification would be to keep the knee on the ground and look over the shoulder. Exhale, bring the leg back and keep the leg up in the air, parallel to the ground. Now, reach the left arm away from you, straight out of the shoulder, and turn your face towards the ground so the neck stays in line. As you exhale, bring the arm and leg towards you, crunching. Inhale, extending. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. One more time. Coming back to full extension, hold, and then lower both the hand and the leg. If that felt intense, I'll show you a modification on this other side. So reaching the left leg straight out of the hip behind you and the right arm in front. Melissa's going to demonstrate the full pose, crunching and extending. Another option is to keep the hand on the ground, bring the knee to the nose, and come back to full extension. Find what works for you. One more time. And lowering the hand and then the knee to the ground and tabletop. For this next pose, it's going to involve waking up the back and the hamstrings all at the same time. So begin by curling the toes under and lifting the sit bone high up in the air. Notice how Mel is focusing on keeping a long back. It's okay if your heels do not touch the ground. And if you can't keep the back long, then bend the knees and focus on keeping the back long with bent knees. Either way, the back is opening and the arms are gaining some strengthening. Take deep, full breaths in down dogs. And as you exhale, come back onto your knees and come into an upright position. At the end of this 3-video sequence, I recommend doing something called Shavasana, which is where you lie on the ground with your eyes closed and just take deep, full breaths for as long as you want. I recommend at least 5 minutes. This concludes our yoga video sequence at Shakti in the Mountains. We hope you enjoy it and will come visit us in Johnson City. Namaste.